Hey guys, I wanted to make this video and explain about how to buy precious metals smart. So the reason I was doing this, I got a call from a precious metal company that I deal with, and they were telling me silver's up. Silver's up 60%. And I was kind of thinking to myself, what does that really even mean? So what they told me is that basically at the beginning of the year, you had $12 an ounce for silver, and now it's about $20 an ounce. Okay, well that's great, but what I do with precious metals is I buy and hold them for a hedge against inflation. I don't really do it to make money. And then I got to thinking, how do I need to do this to come out benefiting the 60%? Because I don't want to buy it and sell all of it. So what I decided, I'm going to sell a portion. I'm going to take my risk off the table. And I wanted to just show an example so that you guys might look into it. It might spark something to you guys. So if you're interested in looking into it, it might help you as far as investing. Alright, so let's say I bought 20 ounces of silver at the beginning of the year when it was $12 an ounce. Alright, so that's going to be $240 in value. And again, I'm going to leave off the fees just to simplify this. So $240 is how much I would have invested. And if I were to sell it today, then it would be worth $400. And that's easy enough to see. But at the same time, you have all your risk here at $240. If this were to go back down to $6 an ounce, then you lose half of that, so you lose $120. And you could sell it all now, but what if it goes up? So what I would do is I would take, and at $20, I would sell 12 ounces, and that would basically eliminate your risk in the investment, which would leave you with $160. And that's how much you have in it. And this number is going to change. So the way you need to look at it is that you have 8 ounces of silver left. Alright, so you have 8 ounces of silver, and it doesn't matter if the price of silver goes up or down. You've already got your initial money back out of it. And because of the growth, you have this extra 8 ounces that you make money off of. Where it loses it, it doesn't matter. You haven't risked anything. You've already taken it out. So if you did that, and the numbers may not be 60% annually, it's really not. But if you kind of watch the market, then you can kind of tell where it's going. For instance, silver has probably been around $10 at a low here lately. And then a few years ago, it was $50. So you're looking between 10 and 50. That's not to say it couldn't skyrocket or it couldn't go back down. But you're kind of looking at that range to see, does it make sense for me to buy? Is it looking like it's going to go up? Is it looking like it's going to go down? And you kind of see a range that it has performed in the past. So if you did this strategy and say you did it every year and say you got 5 ounces per year after taking your risk out, and you did 5 ounces times, say you did that for 40 years. I'm 26, so say I invested that way for 40 years, and it averaged out to me making 5 ounces a year, then you would get 200 ounces over the course of 40 years, but you haven't risked any of your money because you've taken the risk off the table. So I now have 200 ounces, whether that's $12 an ounce, $20 an ounce, $200 an ounce, who knows. But what I have is a hedge against inflation that I'm building and taking all my risk off the table. So that's how I see taking advantage of a 60% increase or whatever increase when you're investing in precious metals. It's not something to make money, it's more to keep a hedge against inflation. But anytime when investing, if you can take your risk off the table, that's the best option. You can grow more. It may grow more. It may grow to 25. But if you can take your risk off the table and still come out making money, it's always a good bet.